CBeautyMall this year has blown up on Instagram just with a bunch of new brands posting a bunch of new makeup. And earlier in the year, I had done a bunch of indie brand eyeshadow hauls. And so I had picked up a bunch of new eyeshadows from a bunch of different CBeauty brands on CBeautyMall. So at some point I had gone to Shopify Collabs and asked to be a part of their affiliate program. I did get approved to be a part of their affiliate program earlier this year. And I featured, I think, like one eyeshadow palette in my indie brand eyeshadow hauls. You guys, I will link those videos in the description box in case you haven't seen them and you're interested. I think there was 5 total where I literally just go over like, I don't know, 20 or 30 different eyeshadow palettes at a time that I had hauled. I do swatches, we look at the color story, it's a fun time. Recently they had reached out to me and they were like, hey, are you interested in like a collab? Which was just like me picking out stuff from their website, things that I would like, and I got like a maximum of up to $300 and there was no commitment whatsoever. But I told them, hey, look, I'll do a dedicated video testing this makeup, doing a haul, all that good stuff. They do have a Christmas special right now, so they did ask that I get this video up in kind of a timely fashion, which I am trying to do with my very busy schedule. But it looks like if you hit XMAS in all caps, it's an extra 20% off of your order. You guys, I'll flash it up on the screen, but I will also list all this information in the description box. You get a free beauty mystery box with purchases over $129. I don't know how long this lasts, but I do also have my affiliate code that saves you 5% on your total order, which isn't a lot, but that's Kari's Beauty Corner, corner with a K. I will also list that in the description box in case you guys are getting to this video when that special Christmas offer is over. And one thing that they didn't even mention that I noticed because I subscribed to CBeautyMall was that they have a US warehouse now where the stuff listed on their TikTok shop is in their US warehouse that ships within 48 hours. So some of this stuff you do not have to pay international shipping. Also, you get free shipping, I think, if the order is over $49.99 US dollars. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, again, I will list all this information in the description box in case you guys are interested in seeing what they have. I am ready to show you guys my haul of the stuff that I picked out. I do have one palette in here that was already in my collection from that indie brand eyeshadow haul that I haven't even put on my eyes. So we'll take a look at that as well. Let's get into it. So I told you guys they gave me $300 to spend, so you better believe I went to $299.98 or something along those lines. Let me show you guys the palette that I hauled specifically. Ooh, and I feel like this one is even on sale right now. I think I even picked up 2 palettes from this brand, which is called Chereep. I'll pop it up on the screen again. I'm not the greatest at like these names. I did pick up a palette from CBeautyMall last year that I think was probably from the same brand. Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful, you guys. I can't even tell you. They have a bunch of different color stories, but look at this packaging. I mean, seriously, like this is some of the best, most beautiful packaging of all the eyeshadow palettes that I have in my collection. Okay, yes, so this one looks like it is Color Story 09. And at some point, I think earlier this year, this was a new release and I did swatch it in the indie brand eyeshadow hauls, but the shimmers were delectable. I mean, that's like the best thing about these palettes is that the shimmers here are just magical, just freaking magical. Let's just like swatch one of these like chunky ones. I'm like 99% certain this is a multi-chrome. Oh my gosh, it's got like so many multicolored sparkles. I could just fall over. Okay, it's supposed to be 16 eyeshadow shades in various finishes, including matte shimmer, satin, and metallic. It doesn't say if any of these duochromes and multi-chromes. It's more just like they're like super solid metallic shades that have a ton of sparkle to them is what I'm kind of guessing. Like that one is a super chunky one, and then so is this one down here in the corner that just looks like it's full of a ton of different colors. And isn't this like such a gorgeous cool tone palette? I think that's part of the reason that I got it. And right now these are fully on sale. These normally retail for $58.99 US dollars, and right now they're $49.89. So you can save what looks like 15% off. Anyway, it says that it's a Christmas special on this. Again, I will be linking all of these items that I'm showing you in today's video in the description box in case you are interested. By the way, I did want to mention, it looks like CBeautyMall has been in business for 15 years selling products internationally, and they do have a ton of different brands that they carry, probably some that you've even heard of. I do have some Judy doll things in here. I mean, most notably, they carry Kaleidos, and I feel like most of us know Kaleidos. Anyway, everything that Kaleidos still has, I think some of their newer stuff, their lip products, the quads that they have, they're still on the CBeautyMall website. So if there was anything from Kaleidos that you were even interested in picking up, you could definitely go to the website, check it out, and it looks like it's still part of the Christmas special. All right, so I did pick up 2 other eyeshadow palettes, and I figure that we just start with those because that's how I'm gonna put them on my eyes. I didn't unwrap this one, you guys, because I wanted you to see like how ornate this was. It's like a pressed wax with like little floral looking things on there wrapped in twine. Crazy packaging. Literally hate to take this off, but you know, it's got to be done. Okay, this is from Shall We Makeup, which I have been seeing all over Makeup on Your Radar's page. This was a new release. I'm like 99% certain at some point this year, and I did not hesitate to get this when they gave me the gift card. This looks like it's in collaboration with Freya86. I don't know if that's on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube. I'm not sure, but it's their collaboration. It's the Somber Garden Prismatic Chameleon eyeshadow palette. This is one of the few that actually has a lot of their writing in English, which a lot of this is in Chinese, and so without like looking at my email, the description, I can't always tell what it is, but this is so adorable. Just adorable. But the color story on this looks delight. This is the first time that I'll be testing Shewell makeup, but I have been wanting to try it this year. It's such tiny little pans, but look how cool toned and beautiful that is. So this is an option for us today. This definitely looks like a duochrome right here. One of these like shimmer shades. The camera is just absolutely not wanting to focus today. That looks delish, like a green to orange, and there's like purple in there too. Yummy. Oh gosh, this looks so delicious. Just so delicious. I already see like a couple of looks just looking at this. Okay. My only concern with picking up these palettes is that some of the matte shades have been like extremely thin. The shimmers were fabulous, but the matte shades were a little bit thin. And then this one is Huaxu. It's a Velveteen Series 12 color eyeshadow palette. I have never heard anything from this brand. It was just that this like packaging and this color story drew me in to pick this up when they allowed me to pick this stuff. So it's literally like the Soft Glam from Anastasia kind of packaging, like the velour packaging. And it's almost like inspired by Soft Glam. Wait till you guys see this. Okay, like could we make it look more like Soft Glam? You can tell this one over here is definitely like a duochrome or a multi-chrome. This one too, it looks kind of white, but it shifts. Let me see if you can see that in like the mirror. It's like a purple, almost green. And then this one too right here looks like a duochrome. Anyway, these are pretty shifty shades. It's a super neutral palette with a good range of like light mid-tone and like one deep shimmer that you could probably even wear all on its own. Like the color story is just gorgeous. So I'm hoping that it performs really well. Oh, and by the way, this one was like the mini size. They do have like a full size version of this, so the pans do get bigger. All right, you guys, I'm gonna do a blue look today because I'm wearing blue. We're gonna go with the Shewell makeup palette just because this one is like inspiring me the most at the current moment. I think we'll just put this on and then we'll go through this rest of the stuff that I hauled, and I'm gonna do like the lighter blue, the deeper blue, and then the shimmer right here. I like how things are kind of like laid together. The shades around them are nice if you pair them. Lighter blue, lighter shimmer. I like when they make sense with their layout. They don't confuse me. Anyway, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start with the deeper shade in the outer corner. I'm probably not gonna spend too much time on this look just because I want to get through like the rest of the stuff that we hauled. So I'm just taking like an angled packer brush for the outer corner and laying the blue down, and then we'll buff it out with that lighter blue. Ooh, it's nicely pigmented. I will say that, yes. I think you guys have even kind of told me like how some of these matte shades are best to work with because I've struggled with like how thin they are and that they don't blend the greatest. So like that's obviously what I'm most concerned about. I think I'm gonna keep using the same brush that I just wiped off and go into that lighter blue and like start diffusing this other deeper blue out. Okay, maybe a fluffier brush. Yeah, that's kind of the issue, is that these start to just diffuse into thin air, and that's kind of what I really don't want. So I think I need to go in with like a lighter brush and just kind of like do the edges, and then we can add back some of that deeper color. Also, we'll clean up the edges. This is why I always do my eyes first, you guys. I make a huge mess. I don't know how anybody, ow, I literally don't know how anybody does their foundation first anymore and then does their eyeshadow, because I'm a messy girl. All right, let's take that deep shimmer. This one, it's like a smoky blue shade. Ooh, oh, look at that. Oh, it's pretty chunky, but it's got these silver sparkles in it. It's delish. I have so many eyeshadow videos posted on my channel that if you guys have ever heard me talk about like deep black based shimmers, I'm literally all for it. But, you know, there's some lighter ones in here too that could look really beautiful if you're not into like a deep black based shimmer like this one is. It's just kind of nice with the blue. These are tacky shimmers, you guys. They are sticking to the lid. The sparkles got no fallout aside from like what I'm doing to my eyes. Like these want to just go down where you put them. All right, before I clean up the outer edges, I'm actually going to go into the purple and like deepen it up instead of the blue. I feel like I might like that, but also adding it on top of the blue is going to make it almost black, I think. And I think you need something really deep for this outer corner since you're using this super black based shimmer. I kind of stand by the fact that the mattes are a little bit trickier to work with for me, where I like to lay them and then I end up doing like quite a bit of blending to kind of get it where I want it. Where these mattes are a little bit thinner, they're not your best blending shades. Although it did work, I just worked a little bit extra, but it was a pretty fast eye look. But like, oh my gosh, look at how much cool tone stuff I can do with like the lighter shades out here. I feel like I would have like a really good time with this palette. Again, this is mini, so if you didn't like want the smaller pans because smaller pans bothered you, you could pick up like the full size. Okay, so there is some glitter fallout, but honestly, super minimal for how glittery this shade is, but will it keep falling out? You know, you might want to use a little bit of a glitter glue. All right, you guys, now let's move on to mascara. So these have been going viral literally everywhere. And it's not necessarily this particular brand that's going viral, but the steel tube wand mascaras are going viral all over Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Like I've just been seeing them everywhere. So I actually wanted to give one of these a shot. This one is from Judy Doll. They do have 4 different like styles. There's a curved lashes in 01, which is black shade, a curved lashes in brown, and then classic style in black and brown. So 4 different. I got the curved in 01 because I really do like the curling or like curved effect of lashes. So it looks like this one retails for $22.59. And I have heard of Judy Doll before, but I'm not sure I've tried anything. And I got a couple of things in here from Judy Doll today. So we'll be able to test the brand. I am so skeptical about this, but it looks like it's been making people's lashes that have very thin, fine, not even their lashes, like show up and curl like crazy. This has like a bend to it. You know, it's not like slightly straight. So I'm assuming I need to come in like this. It doesn't feel like there's a ton of product in here and like it's taking off a lot, but we need to give this a go. Okay, so here goes nothing. I'm gonna go super close to the base. My house is a madhouse. It's like in the evening time that I'm filming this and my kids are like feral tonight. Okay, you guys, it's not intensely pigmented. I'm just gonna say, like if this is something that really helps with a curl or helps a lash show up on people that have very thin, fine lashes, it might need like a bunch of different coats. I mean, I'm gonna keep going. Let's just keep building. It's a really creamy formula, so you can feel that you can keep building on itself. I love how close to the lash line you can get though. That's like surprisingly helpful. Even though I usually use plastic bristled, like plastic molded bristled wands that I can get really close with, but for whatever reason, this is just like softer. You know, makes sense that you can really just get nice and close to that lash line. All right, this is literally where I would stop. It's hard to see because I'm wearing a super deep eyeshadow look, but this is about as much as I would build up with a normal mascara that I would put on daily. So I think if you want it to be more dramatic, you're gonna have to keep going. I will say, I think it's curling the crap out of my lashes. It's such a lightweight formula, which I really like. My mascaras tend to be thicker, they tend to be grippier, and so they tend to weigh my lashes down, which I don't like because I already have super fine lashes. But some of the thicker ones that are a little bit more grippy sometimes don't do that. They'll give it a nice curl. I mean, I already have really long lashes to begin with. They're just so fine and thin that they're not always like super noticeable. But it would have been nice to see what it looked like without this super dramatic look. I don't hate this. I just don't know if I'm thinking this is like the best thing since sliced bread, you know? Like those videos make it seem. I feel like we've seen it from Julian Dempsey. She came out with one. I'm not sure who else has come out with them. I feel like there's probably some like K-beauty brands out there that have done these curling iron wands. I do feel like I'm dipping back in an awful lot. not really a wand that I feel that you can twist around. I don't feel like I want to go in like this, but I guess you could. But like, is it going to carry any product on the front? Because I usually use the front of the wand to get the inside of my lashes. This is such a wet mascara. I can like see it glistening in the light. I'm definitely struggling to get into the inner corner, okay? I'm not gonna lie. My experience with it, and I'll just be totally honest, is that it's curling them, and it's a really super lightweight, super wet formula. So it's like depositing a ton of pigment if I was looking for something that was more lengthening. Like it just defined the lashes because they were light colored, but they existed. Look how light and airy it's making them if I look like this. But it's definitely not pronouncing them in volume, which I like, especially if I do a dramatic eye look. I like the curl because I literally can see it like touching the top part of my eye, which is nice. Like it's not weighing them down in any way. Not enough drama for me personally, and I felt like I was really spending a lot of time there. So I'm gonna give it a, on the scale of 1 to 10, I'm going into my Ritual Defy Levitation Lash Mascara because I need these to show up. With this dramatic eye look, we're crunchy already. Not so good. It's like it won't even stick to it now because it's just dry and like crunchy. I really want to build this up because I feel like it separated the lashes, but it didn't like give me volume. I want volume and drama. Did that help? Maybe. I'm gonna give it up. Okay. You guys, I don't know if I'm fully sold on that mascara. Again, it really might be nice if you're looking for lengthening. I'm just not ever looking for length. I don't struggle with length. I struggle with getting them to even show up. They're so freaking thin. That is absolutely my problem. Why is one corner darker than the other? Okay. Let's go into the foundation that I picked up. This is called from Meeking, M-E-I-K-I-N-G, Moisturizing Skin Face Foundation. This is actually for oily skin with a bright pink undertone, which I'm actually hoping is like good for me because I usually do well with foundations that say they have like a bright pink or like the undertone is bright pink. Anything but like neutral. I can have a cool toned foundation or a bright pink foundation. So this retails for $35.42. I mean, as you guys can guess, it's like a horrible shade range because it's C Beauty and that's just how it goes. It looks like it literally comes in 4 shades for oily skin, and then there's 3 shades for dry and combo skin. So I picked up the oily skinned one because I could have done the combo skin, but I was like, well, I'm definitely not dry, so let's not get that. It's beautiful packaging, beautiful glass jar, nice and hefty. It's 30 grams, which I don't know how many ounces or mils that converts to. The only thing on here that's in English is the back, which says be soft and flexible like water. That's the only thing I can read over here in the corner. The description says it's long-lasting makeup without fade. Invisible liquid concealer gives you lightweight look for the whole day. Bright and natural, easy to wear. I mean, it keeps calling it like a concealer, so I don't know what that's about. Sometimes the translations of these things don't work out so well. So like it's in a frosted glass, but like the color looks decent for me. You know, if I was really trying to match the color of my neck, which I often don't do. This is in shade 01. So this is the lightest shade that they have. And it's a little peachy. Not that I can't get away with this because I'm very fair skinned and my neck is a lot lighter than my face. It's just that this is literally the lightest shade that they sell, which is crazy. For a C Beauty brand, this is the lightest shade. Somehow I feel like they could have gone lighter. Somehow. I'm not even gonna bother doing one side of the face, you guys. I'm taking a clean brush. I don't think this says that it's full coverage. It says adding plant extract essence. The texture is refreshing, fine powder, light and docile without powder feeling. Soft and misty. The skin stays online all day. Okay. I mean, honestly, it's really super thin, which I really like. I honestly think this will be a perfect shade match for my neck. If it's thin but blendable matte, that's cool. I'm getting like super red up here too. It's getting hot again. Like, please, can we please not get hot yet, Florida? Okay, that wasn't like massively full coverage, nor was it like even. So let us add some more. Everywhere. Again, very thin, a little bit of scent, but it's not a lot. It's not like super fragrant, which I'm a little bit surprised about. I'm not even kidding you guys. I'm gonna have to turn on the fan. It's so freaking hot up here. I just realized they did throw this in here. They put in a 02 and a 03 tester for the same foundation. So I could even test whether or not 02 would have been a better shade for me. But honestly, doesn't shade 1 like literally perfectly match my neck? So probably not even necessary. Although I go for deeper foundations constantly because I cannot stand matching my neck because my neck is so fair. The rest of me is so fair. But as far as you guys with a deeper skin tone, probably not going to find things that like work for you. I do not think the 02 and the 03 go very much deeper. But just to remain consistent, I'm going to use some of my like super light complexion products. The Refi Concealer in 04 I'm going to throw on because it's the brightest one that I have. The only other one that it's like this cool tone and bright is probably the one from Laura Mercier. But I think this one is even lighter. I'm going to add some to my nose. I'm so red today. I did turn on the fan, if you guys can hear. It's so funny. This concealer wound up in my best of beauty for 2024 earlier this year, and I've seen it wind up in some people's worst. It's just so funny how that happens. Everyone has such different preferences. You can't necessarily say whether something is good or bad. Just like, did it work for you or did it not work for you? Although there are some products out there that are just doo-doo. Okay, see how I think I matched my complexion? Man, I am fair-skinned when I actually match my neck. All right, Tower 28 powder, translucent. It's the Get Ready Get Set Blur powder. It's translucent, but it's like a very bright white powder. I love it under the eyes. This is also one of my favorite releases of 2024. Like, I'm not even sure I talked about it, but it's great for combo skin. Dang, I am matte. All right, there's still some stuff that I'm like super excited about. I picked up a couple of blushes because who doesn't need a couple of extra blush? So honestly, we'll just have to like take these out to see which ones like swatch the best and like give me the most excite. Oh, by the way, I'm not going to do anything on my lower lash line because I'm not going anywhere and I don't feel like doing it. Anyway, so let's go into the blush. This one comes in 3 shades. I think it's called the Spenny Floral Blush. Thought that these were baked, but I don't know. And I think it got like banged around during shipment. It was like the one that was kind of like falling apart on me. This one is in 03. Yeah, just 3 different shades online. And the 03, ooh, is a lavender purple. I know exactly why I picked this one because I've just been in this lavender purple mode. Okay, so it is a classic baking powder craft, subtle radiance to make the skin more puffed up, easy to use for a beginner. Okay, but yeah, it did get like a little nick during shipment, but it didn't like crumble. It's nice and pillowy and soft like a freaking cloud. Oh, really pretty. Really, really, really airbrush looking. It's nice. It's a lot more pink on me than lavender. Looks like one shade is sold out, the 02, that is in rose powder. I'll kind of show you guys, just so I don't have to flash up a picture. That's what that one looks like. It's a very beautiful shade, but I think I was trying to go for something like a little bit more fun and vibrant. All right, the next one was from Color Rose. It's a gradient embossed blush. I have to say, this looked so much bigger. Like, look, when I was looking at the picture online, but yeah, super duper tiny on this one. These retail for $19.99 US. Normally it's $13.49 right now. These come in 4 different shades and I have shade 1068, which is like a super light pink shade. You guys, these are embossed but like shimmery. Wait till I get this out of the box. Oh, it's not shimmery on this one. What the heck? That was 1068. It looks like it was shimmery, but this is just like a flat matte. Okay, so I'm a little bummed. I mean, it's pretty. I really don't have anything quite this pretty, but I'm gonna totally mess this up. Oh, guys, it's like creamy. I just smushed her face, but no radiance. Ooh, dang, that's pigmented. Not at all what I was expecting, like a light, airy, fluffy. Let me pop up a picture of 1068 for you guys and like, where's the shimmer here? Am I tripping? Am I crazy? Or does that look like there's like shimmer on this? It says pink and age reducing cherry blossom powder, all match daily. Don't pick the skin color. The light sweep is gentle and soft superimposed. The descriptions, you guys, are clearly translated for us in English because it's pulling up my location, I'm sure. Anyway, this is a little bit orange, so I don't know if we're gonna use that one. The last one that I picked up is the Girl Cult Peaches series blush cream. Now, I have tried stuff from Girl Cult only because they sent me something in PR. I have literally no idea how I got it in PR, but I did at some point and I talked about them. They were just makeup wipes, basically makeup remover wipes, but they're kind of like face wash in a wipe. This I definitely picked because I was like, oh, I recognize the brand, and then the packaging was freaking stunning. I mean, look at this. It's like a velour. What even is this? It's just like a detail. This is just something. Looks like a button. I picked up a couple of things from Girl Cult. Peaches Series Blush Cream retails for $29.59, and it looks like it comes in 5 different shades. Oh my god. This is the coolest thing ever to touch, you guys. I totally messed up the face, but oh, this feels so pigmented and like thick. Oh, it's so pretty. Yeah, this is really kind of a whipped pigmented blush. Look at that. Hello. All right, I have to go with the cream. I have to, I must, I will. Let's get this cream on. Also, isn't this just like the coolest thing? Like, it wouldn't even be that hard to store. Messed up the little face. No bronzer. Look at that side. I'm gonna look like a straight clown. That's okay. I think I'm gonna go pretty light on this because I have really heavy eye makeup. It almost kind of has like a fruity scent to it. Smells good, but it's super subtle. It took me a second. Like, is that coming from the blush? But it is. It's like the lightest little floral scent. It almost smells like the YSL, like coconut pina colada lip products. It had me for a second, like, that's perfection, right? It's not too radiant or too balmy. It's not a cream to powder formula, so it gives my cheeks a little bit of glow, but it's not emphasizing texture because it bounced in really nice. Like, it's a densely pigmented cream blush, but it buffs in really well. So again, you get this like airbrush quality that isn't flat, that just took very little product. So overall, just a blush formula that I would normally be looking for in my blushes from Sephora and Ulta, basically anywhere else. The packaging is adorable on this, and I think it's a decent amount of product. You know, comes in a pretty big box. Anyway, I absolutely think this is stunning. Have to let you guys know in speed reviews how these 2 other blush go. This is just a beautiful shade and something like super cloud light, where this one was so pigmented but so creamy, like an immensely creamy powder formula. So I'll keep you guys updated on this. I always do. Everything I test goes into a speed reviews. All right, I got another thing from Judy Doll, which was the highlighting powder. I got this because of the look of it, like 100%. So this is actually a new product, I'm pretty sure, in this shade in 01. I think the shade is new. I don't think the other shades are new. But look at this. It's like a little donut or like a little record. It's so funny. They call this a matte highlighting powder, the monochromatic matte highlighter. I just fell in love with the packaging of this. It's called the Circular LED Diamond Body and Fine Glitter Sparkle Burst. All those things. But I did swatch it and it's not glittery. There it is. It's a beautiful champagne color, but it's such a subtle highlighter. Like, there's no glitter. It's such a believable formula, such a believable intensity. Honestly, we may love. I'm looking for a freaking highlighter brush and I don't have one here. So I'm going in with a pretty big one because it's so subtle. And we're gonna go for it. Wow, that is very, very, very subtle. I actually really like this. Not that I've been going for more subtle highlighters lately, but ones that don't lay on top of the blush, I am reaching for more. Oh, this is beautiful. This is actually really nice. Look how that melted in with the blush. I think it is semi-intense. I don't think it's so super subtle. It's definitely not the most subtle highlighter I have, but it melts in. I think it's like very believable. I heard Angelica Neekfest say that recently, like believable looking on one of her highlighter declutters, and I thought that's an interesting way to put it, and I agree. Just kind of melts into the skin, and you don't see like, it's not one stacked on top of the other, they melted in together. That's kind of what I'm getting. Why do I have this thing here? Hello. Anyway, I'm actually pleased with this. Oh, and by the way, the foundation was actually very nice. It's a very lightweight, very creamy formula that blends in really well, but it's a little bit more full coverage, so it's definitely kind of one of those things where I felt like I kind of had to make it even, because where I was putting it, it was more full coverage in certain areas, but it's not heavy or dry looking on my skin, like at all. It's not like sinking into my pores funny around my nose, which a lot of bad full coverage foundations will do. So I actually might really like that. Would I go back and repurchase it? Is it going to become my favorite? We will see. All right, for the final stuff, you guys, I picked up 3 different lip products. I've only heard of the Judy Doll brand. So the Yoo-Hoo, I think, is this one. And this is the Diamond Mirror Lip Glaze. And it seems like this brand primarily does lip products. 60 Diamond Mirror Lip Glaze looked freaking amazing. By the way, this was pricey. It retails for $29.99, so it's a $30 lip product. But wait till you guys see the packaging on this. I did open this sucker. Oh my gosh. I am for packaging. It's an experience. It's something that I like to see. Can I store this nicely? No, it'll just have to go on display. But is that okay? Probably. This does come in 12 different shades. U12, which just kind of looks like a warmer mauve to me. Or maybe like a warmer berry. I don't know. We can put these all on and take them off. So let's do that. Ooh, fruity taste. It has that undeniable C Beauty or even K Beauty lip product feel, which is most of their stuff is super thin. I don't think I've ever tried a C Beauty or K Beauty lip formula that was thick. They've all been very thin. Basically lip stains. So it's a long-lasting high shine lip color suitable for all day wear without need for frequent touch-ups. Non-sticky, highly moisturizing lip glaze. It's the first of its kind within their line, apparently addressing 6 key lip makeup concerns to deliver a crystal clear diamond-like finish. So non-sticky, a water membrane feel. The color layer is supposed to be long-lasting. The oil layer gives a glossy finish with moisture, and a water supply layer. This is interesting. Ensures lips stay hydrated throughout the day. Okay, this was clearly like the English on this is so much better. Anyway, they're all very muted, like on the models. I definitely got one that was a little bit more pigmented and tinted. This is so pretty though, and it's extremely comfortable. Very, very thin, pretty high shine, and it's a stain. I mean, what C Beauty and K Beauty lip products are not a stain, I feel like. I mean, a lot of them are. Maybe not all of them, Carrie, but I definitely find that a lot of them are. Look at the packaging. So cute. I love it. I do like this a lot, actually. Okay, let's go over the Girl Cult one. This is also like a super cute box that it comes in. Like the packaging on these does not disappoint, I have to tell you. Look at the packaging on this. I did pull this out already. Like, hello. This does come in 10 shades. This retails for $22.99. It's called the Cyber Leosa Mirror Lip Glaze. Don't judge. That was probably not the correct pronunciation. How is this eyeshadow holding up? Is it creasing? You know, that would be like my main concern on a shadow this tacky, is that it would like start to crease on me. I don't feel like it's like as dark over here. So it like fading, creasing like slightly right here. How about this matte shade? I mean, for a thinner shadow, if you pack it, but don't diffuse it, but add like extra, like the packing is really nice, the diffusing isn't so great, but it's not creasing, which I feel like with some sparkly, really tacky shades like this, they tend to just crease. I did set my eyes beforehand, but I've been talking away, you guys. I might edit a ton of stuff out, but I usually sit up here for a while. Okay, anyway, this one is in the shade. None of this is distinguishable in English or like even a number anywhere. Oh, well, let's just give that up because I'm never gonna figure it out. Like, it has no numbers anywhere. It almost looks like a similar shade though, doesn't it? Oh, this is not one that I was hoping for. That is like a super orange. I mean, maybe the stain is nice because it leaves your lips kind of red, and maybe that's kind of what I saw in the pictures, but I like this shade so much more. This one's pretty. It's actually almost purple now. And there's the stain on it. Oh, it's really pretty. Kind of almost looks red, doesn't it? It says on this one, inspired by the fusion of traditional tales and futuristic elements, the mirror lip glaze embodies a perfect blend of classic charm. Okay, so it's a lightweight hydrating formula that delivers a dazzling mirror-like shine without the sticky feel. So it's pretty much the same thing. Lightweight and glossy and high shine. You know, when Kaleidos came out with those glosses in collaboration, they were like so similar to this that they were, this one has a floral taste. So that's a, I'm gonna step back out of the room. It was nice to meet you kind of. Oh, scents. I don't think it's just floral. I think it's rose scented. Not my favorite. Okay, do you see how much more red this looks than when I swatched it? It looked straight orange. The undertone almost changed. Well, I also had a stain underneath. That's true, which was kind of purple. But this is delicious if it weren't for the rose flavor. You guys might not mind it, but I don't like it. Delicious little packaging. I wish I could get over the scent. All right, this one I think I'm most excited for. ML Smile is the brand here. It's the glitter lipstick. It's the waterproof glitter lipstick. They probably didn't intend for me to break it up. ML Smile, but like that's how I see it. So the Glitter Shine lipstick is on sale right now. It normally retails for $20.89. It's $14.99 on their site, and it looks like it comes in 7 different shades. It's supposed to be a matte finish with vivid sparkling colors. I'm dying to get this on the lips. Yeah, there's not much to the packaging here. It's plastic. Oh, I love testing sparkly, glimmery lip products. It's my favorite. It is my favorite. They're gorgeous. To me, they're just eye candy. I can't help myself. It looks brown, but you guys look at it. Okay, it's like a deep maroon with gold sparkles, and the sparkles are translating to the hand, which doesn't always happen because sometimes it's an overspray. Like you, Tom Ford. All right, let's take this guy off and let's leave this glitter lipstick on. Let's do this bad boy. Pretty. You know how rare it is to get the sparkles to translate? At this point, I have tested about 20 different lip products that say that they have glitter in them that are bullet styles, and about 4 of them truly sparkle. These ones sparkle. It's like a tiny sparkle, but it's definitely there. It's hard, I'm sure, to make something like this and get the sparkle to translate to the lips, but I'm in heaven with that lip product. It is matte, but it's like a creamy, soft, powdery matte. The same way NARS used to do their Power Move, or was that Bite? I don't know. They're very similarly named. Bite Beauty did a really nice powdery matte formula. MAC does it too. NARS does it. I have a hit or miss with a lot of other lip products that do matte that don't do powder really well. So they just wind up like looking super dry on the lips. I could leave this all by itself. It doesn't need a gloss. I don't think it emphasizes my lip lines more than they just exist. Yeah, like it's actually really nice, and you can see the gold sparkles. It's not super duper intense, but I think I could keep layering it up and it would be even more intense. Give it a bit more. There we go. Shade is 07. Okay, here are my final thoughts. I definitely think that if you were thinking about checking out CBeautyMall, like go, peruse around. I definitely think it's worth it. I like the quality of these products. I think they do lip products exceptionally well. I think the cheek products were nice, like feeling the blush. Both of these feel really good, and they're not more expensive than our traditional products. And a lot of times CBeauty and K-Beauty, they really do a good job in terms of quality and performance. So I'm usually not ever disappointed with the stuff that I pick up, but also they're not mainstream products that like people talk about, but I will still hold on to them in my collection. You guys already know that I had picked up 2 of the eyeshadow palettes from CBeautyMall already sometime in 2024 this year that I've already had. There's one more floating around. I'll probably use it in my palette today, like upcoming, because I'm pretty sure that it's going to. But that She Well was on my I want it list because it's a fairly new release, at least in the mini, I'm pretty sure. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on this try on, this haul, whether or not you've shopped at CBeautyMall, what your thoughts are on these products, any and all things, good, bad. If you guys are not currently subscribed, I'd love to see you subscribe, you guys. I am out of here for this evening, and I hope to catch you all in my next video. Bye, guys.